All right, we are in, I think at least. Okay, let's get some score predictions in. It's got to be Liverpool, right? It's got to. I'm gonna say 2-0 for this one. Either Liverpool edge it or maybe a draw. Hopefully, this audio is working. 4-1 Liverpool. 2 to Liverpool and 1 is best effort for Manchester United. Okay. Let me if the audio is cutting in or out at all, just let me know and I'll see if I can fix it. Hopefully, it should be okay. All right, kickoff should be any second now. Let's double check the lineups for today. Here we go. Anfield is roaring right now. All right, here we go. Underway. Liverpool, Manchester United. We are live. Liverpool quick off the break. So Liverpool has Alisson back. He was injured for a while. Van Dijk, Konate, Tsimikas, and Alexander-Arnold in the back. Endo, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch in midfield. Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Mo Salah up top. It's a decent lineup for Liverpool, despite the fact they're dealing with some injuries. On the United side, so we're going to have Onana in goal, Rafael Varane, Diego Dallo, Luke Shaw, Johnny Evans. In midfield, we've got Amrabat, Mano, McTominay. Then up top, Rasmus Højlund, and then Garnacho and Antony on the wings. Honestly, that might be one of United's strongest 11s. Mano looks to be a really good player. If I was a United fan, I would be really big on him right now. Trent's got a free kick outside the box. He's going to look to whip that in. Ooh, that ball could have gone anywhere. Rashford might, but he's been struggling recently. Yeah, Rashford's starting on the bench today. But who knows if if United haven't gotten a goal by the second half, we're likely going to see Rashford for at least 20 minutes. I'd be shocked if he doesn't come on at some point. 2-2? Yep. I think a draw is possible. Liverpool definitely has got a lot more energy to start the match. But it's at Anfield, so I think you would expect that. Ooh. Scott McTominay has been on fire for United. When I saw the United Chelsea game, I could not believe what I was watching. He was an absolute menace. Well, good link up between Salah and Trent. Mm. It's amazing that Johnny Evans is still playing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, Trent is cooking in the new Preds. Wait, when did Liverpool get a new shirt sponsor? That must have been recent, right? They couldn't have had that for a while. I swear I'm just noticing that. Ooh, good ball in from Salah. Nunez tried to get on the end of it. It was pretty close. Ooh, Nunez has been struggling, but I still think he's a pretty good striker. Liverpool is pressing very, very hard. Erik ten Hag looking bolder than ever. My god. What do you guys think about Onana? He's I can't tell if he's like the best keeper in the Prem or the worst keeper in the Prem. He's doing really well in the league, but he's struggling in the Champions League. He conceded like a record number of goals. Manchester United pressing now. Ooh. Antony looked somewhat threatening on that last play. It'll be interesting to see if Garnacho is does anything this game because he's going to be up against Trent, and you would think that could be a favorable matchup for Garnacho because Trent likes to press up really high. No amazing chance by either side. Definitely Liverpool's been a bit closer. They seem to be creating a little more. Salah's on the ball here. You think Manchester United's going to score first, but Liverpool win 2-1? I'd be surprised if United get one first, but we'll see. Liverpool defensively, they sometimes leave gaps, so it's possible. I'm trying to see where Trent is playing because he's rarely a conventional right back. He's always drifting. Onana being a little sketchy with his feet. Yeah, Trent sometimes drifts into almost like a defensive midfield position. Onana's killing you. Are you a United fan? That might be. He'd probably kill me if I was a United fan. Man, I'm a Chelsea fan, and when I watch Rob Sanchez get the ball at his feet, it's straight panic. His distribution is like 1 in every 3 passes is just to the other team. I'm Man City, but my boss is Manchester United. Yeah, I've got a few friends that are, United fans. I don't think I know any City fans. Maybe I know one Manchester City fan. I feel like United's starting to gain a little bit more control of the game. The first 5 minutes, they looked pretty lost. Liverpool all the way. Ooh, I may have said this already, but I've got, Mo Salah as my captain on, fantasy, so therefore, I'm a Liverpool fan for today. I need a Salah hat trick, a brace at least. Ooh, Garnacho with a good shot. I swear, why does McTominay turn into, like, Zidane every other play? It's insane. Ooh, that was a late challenge, but they're playing advantage. Luis Diaz on the ball. Ooh. Oh, no way, you got a hat trick in your game yesterday? Nice, man. Congrats. You said low key you want United to win since they're the underdog. That's the thing. It's I feel like when everyone is expecting a certain result, it doesn't always happen. And everyone's expecting Liverpool to win this one pretty easily. So that's why I think a draw could be possible. If United pull off a win here, it'd be a massive upset. Massive. It'd be great for Ten Hag too. Ten Hag needs a result here. At the very least, Ten Hag needs to not lose like 6-0. Think Manchester United showed up this game. They were maybe asleep for the first few minutes, but they look like they're switched on. I think Ten Hag made the right decision not starting Rashford the past few games. I feel like they just look hungrier without him. I swear a few weeks ago I saw Trent wearing those new Predators in like a white and red colorway, but now he's wearing the orange ones. I need those. I need the white Predators so bad. I need them. If they don't come out soon, I might just have to get the orange ones. But I mean, they look all right. Game's just at a slightly slower tempo now. Ooh, you got two pairs of the Nemesis 19 on clearance, not $50. If those are the top end model, that's a great deal. That's a great deal. So this is a center back pairing of Rafael Varane and Johnny Evans for United. That's a wild center back pairing. Is Maguire injured? I don't think I see him. Yeah, he's not even on the bench. Yeah, he must have picked up an injury. He's actually been playing decent recently. The best right wing in the Prem. Um, well, I mean, this game Salah's playing on the right. Um, it'd be Salah, and then Saka second probably. I think easily Mo Salah and Saka are the best right wings in the Prem now. Saka might overtake at some point, but I mean, Salah has just been so consistent for so many years. It's hard to say anyone else. Ooh, bad giveaway from Szoboszlai. Liverpool won it back though. Salah back on the ball. Ooh, whipped in by Trent, but just a little bit too much on it. Just a little bit too much. Messi or Ronaldo? Probably Messi, but they're both two greatest players of my generation, no question. Ooh, great chance from Liverpool. Great chance from Liverpool. They almost made it 1-0. I think it was Darwin got a header on target. Let's see that one again. Good ball from Trent. So yeah, Darwin got the header. It wasn't on target. He just headed it across goal, but then Onana collected. Best manager from the past 2 decades? Um, Sir Alex Ferguson, as much as I hate to say it, because 'cause I'm not a United fan, but Ferguson could be the best manager from the past 2 decades. Um, Mourinho is also extremely impressive, not just for what he did at Chelsea, but, um, for what he did with Porto and Inter Milan. I mean, he won the Champions League with Porto, which is unbelievable. Pep is really good too, but it's Pep's never um, created something from nothing. You know, he's what I mean by that is he's always come into really, really good teams, very strong teams like City, Bayern, Barca. They've all been really good before he got there. Liverpool got a corner here. Luis Diaz on the ball for Liverpool here. Ooh, good, great dribbling out to Salah. Just the shot was just deflected. Salah had so much space there. Wow. Most overrated player? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I'll I don't want to go after any one player, but Mudryk at Chelsea, I don't know, people seem to always want to give him like chance after chance after chance, but he's shown a little bit that I don't know, he's struggling to acclimate to the Premier League. All I've seen so far from Mudryk is just speed and technical ability, but the decision making hasn't really been there. But he can still come good. But he's been a little overrated for me at the moment. Madrid over Barcelona, easy. One of them has, back to back to back Champions Leagues. Also, Barcelona cheated against Chelsea in 2009, and I'll never forget. I'll never forget that. Liverpool putting a lot of pressure here. Still not that many clear-cut chances. There's just been some awkward moments for Onana, um, where he's bobbled the ball a little bit inside the 6-yard box. How did they cheat? There was a refereeing scandal in what I believe was the Champions League semifinal in the 08-09 season between Chelsea and United. You can watch the highlights of it just if you search Chelsea Manchester United like referee no call. It was yeah, questionably the worst refereeing I've ever seen. Um, but then in recent years, it's come out that there were scandals regarding like possible um like foul play and bribery of referees. I think it's still under investigation, but it was sketchy. It was like the calls were so bad that there's major questioning of the integrity of the referees. And this was before VAR too, so well before VAR. So there was no checking, anything like that. There was fouls on Drogba, fouls on Nicolas Anelka, and there's just nothing anyone could do. And then Barcelona ended up going into the final of the Champions League against Manchester United, where they won pretty easily. But had the refereeing been correct in that game, Chelsea could have gone through against and had United in the final, which would have been a great matchup. Garnacho physically is so bad, easily gets pushed around. Yeah, he's very young, so he's not going to be the strongest player out there. Ooh. Tsimikas and Antony getting into it there. Whoa. Hello. Also, it's Youre. Antony and Tsimikas were going at it there. Tsimikas is stronger than I remember. He did great in that play, holding off Antony. I will say these United third kits are very nice. I like them a lot. Ooh, good battle between Diaz and Mano. They were calling for shots of handball against Endo, but it looked pretty close to his body. Oh, the Pogba doping ban? I kind of thought it was ridiculous. Like that. I mean, I think there should be some sort of punishment and maybe like increased testing for players and athletes that fail doping bans like that. But the length of the ban I thought was almost too aggressive. It was over the top. Like give him a month or two ban and then just increase like add some more regulations. Maybe he gets tested more often than other players, but the length of his band I thought was kind of over the top. Ooh, good play by Liverpool, but Salah's pass to Szoboszlai was just too heavy. Salah needs to win me some points here for fantasy, or else I'm gonna be in big trouble. That being said, yesterday I did pretty well. Did anyone see the Arsenal game? Beat Brighton 2-0. Was it a convincing win, or did they just scrape by? He's gonna be 34 after the event. Hold on. How old is Paul Pogba right now? That's insane. I'm looking it up. Is he over 30 already? My goodness. He is 30. Wow. And then how long was the final ban for? It wasn't that long, was it? Was it? My goodness. I'm Googling the full. He's facing a 4-year ban after the second test confirmed levels of testosterone in his system. Yeah, I don't know if he has any chance of appealing that, but I think that that's just excessive. 4 years? Crazy. Also, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that doping wouldn't give you some sort of advantage, but how tangible is that advantage in football? I mean, more strength, more endurance, maybe, but that was a rough clash between Endo and Mano in the middle. Yep, Mano's gonna go with a yellow. Paul Pogba had a leaked video. What kind of leaked video are we talking about? I have not seen it. You've got me interested now. I'm pulling up this Paul Pogba leaked video instead of watching the game. What did he do? What was the video? Is this something to do with the blackmail? No. Yeah, Hoyland has not done much this game. I was just about to criticize Hoyland, but I actually did just see him make a good run. I mean, that's the most he can do, right? I mean, strikers, that's like they have to make good runs, they have to show for the ball, and it looks like he's doing that. But if he doesn't feel like he's getting the ball enough, then he can drop back deeper, get closer to McTominay, get closer to Amrabat, try and pick up the ball, and then he could try and provide service to Antony and Garnacho. That's like what Harry Kane does for Bayern and like what he did for Tottenham. Like I feel like sometimes strikers like if you're not getting involved, staying up top, then you got to pull back and just get more and find a way to get more involved. Great header by Van Dijk. Going to be out for another corner. Ball back into the box. Just off target by Konate. Yeah, it's kind of a shame what happened with Paul Pogba. I really thought he was kind of poised at one point to be one of the best players in the world. And for France, sometimes he was. Liverpool turning up the intensity now. Never mind, Nunez just got the ball. Ooh. I wanna see Salah get more involved. He keeps on, he's been doing pretty well, but he's looking for a final pass a lot. I just wanna see him take on his man and just try and curl one. Just take the shot because I know we know we can, we know what he's capable of. Good ball from Trent out to Nunez. Ooh, Nunez's cross just had too much on it. Simicast has been aggressive. He's been playing well. I like that. Yeah, one of the headlines for this game was Salah versus McTominay. What is that? Does that mean, like, McTominay is the flagship player on United? Salah versus McTominay is a crazy headline for this match. Like, I would never have expected that. Like, McTominay is the guy. Is he the Manchester United guy? Is he captain for this game? Who's captaining United right now? Also, do you think that United is missing Bruno this match? Would he be making an impact here? That's the question. Game's getting a little bit scrappier. More fouls in the middle of the park. I'm not a big fan of Bruno either, to be honest. I feel like he whines a little bit too much on the pitch, like more than a captain should. But there's his technical ability is off the charts. He's he's a skillful player. Chelsea versus Wolves. That's the next fixture. I'd like to think Chelsea has the upper hand in that. I think Wolves just lost 3-0 today, so they're not looking too strong. But we'll see. I sincerely do think that in the next match or two, we're going to see Christopher Nkunku. Just because he's training with the full team now, that's going to be really interesting to see. Ooh, foul on Johnny Evans. I wanna check the next few run of games for Chelsea. See what we got. Great run from Luis Diaz. So Chelsea has Wolves, in about a week, and Crystal Palace, Luton, Fulham, and then Liverpool at the end of January. So I think we've got 4 games where we should at least be favorite. So it'll be interesting to see how many points we can pick up from those. Liverpool got a free kick in a pretty good position here. Gravenberch had a shot from outside the box there. I haven't really seen him do much. Decent shot from Gravenberch. Konate tried to head it just over the bar. Best cleats for wide feet, I'd say almost anything from New Balance. So if you like leather, the 442 is great. The Tequila V4 Pro and the V4 Pro Low Edition, both amazing. And then the Furon is easily the widest ski boot. New Balance, they just have like a wider base of the sole plate compared to most boots, so that's why I think they're a good recommendation for players with wide feet. The Copa Gloro from Adidas, it's like their $100 leather football boot. That's decently wide as well. Those are probably the widest football boots that I've tried on. Yeah, if you have any questions about football boots, just let me know. I can give you recommendations based on at least what I've tried on. Only 5 teams have scored fewer than United this season. My God, how are they higher than Chelsea? That's so embarrassing. Thank you, man. Do you like extremely thin uppers, like the Crazy Fast Plus or Pat? I like both, depending on like how well executed it is. The Crazy Fast Plus is a really nice boot. I'm a big fan. I like that the traditional lacing system with like the razor thin upper. I also just think they're pretty comfortable. Um, because they kind of give you the feeling of playing like barefoot. And then padded leather boots, they can be good too. But I was just talking about them yesterday, but the Adler Horenzos, the newer leather boots I just tried on from Japan, they're full kangaroo leather, but they are so thin, like they're not padded. They're not. They don't give you like the plush padded leather feel. Um, so you can get razor thin leather upper boots too. You can get both. But yeah, I'm good with like synthetic boots, leather boots. They both can be good. It just depends on like how well executed it is. Like the Tequila V4 Pro, that's a full synthetic upper. So comfortable. Onana getting some boos from the Liverpool fans. See, Onana's got the traditional the Predator accuracies on. I guess Adidas haven't sent him the new ones yet. Ooh, 3 worst boots. That's a good question. I wasn't a huge fan of the Lottos that I just reviewed, yesterday. I tried on some Lotto leather football boots. They retail for they're the Lotto, sorry, Umbro. They're the Umbro Speciale 98. But yeah, those Umbros, they retail for $200 and they're not that good. They feel like $60 boots. So Umbro's been struggling a lot recently. Under Armour hasn't been making great boots the past couple years either, so they probably make some of the worst. Um, are you gonna do a top 10 boots of 2023? 'Cause that'd be yeah, hopefully I will either at the end of this month or maybe start of next month. I wanna do like a top boots of 2023. Um, I have not tried the strung version of the X Crazy Fast Plus, although from most people that have, I've heard it feels almost no different from the traditional Crazy Fast Plus. It looks cool though. They look sick. You can also get the Crazy Fast Plus for a really good deal. I think I have them linked somewhere in the description, but they're usually $300. But a couple weeks ago, they were on sale for like $100 off. Like they were down to 200, and that's a good price for those boots. Might order a pair of those new Predators today. They're the next boots I'm looking at. Oh my god, those the black and white with the purple accent Predator, the 30th anniversary pair is reselling for $1,000. That's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Aside from New Balance, which is hard to order in Asia, what would you recommend? Ooh, I don't know where in where in Asia you are, but ooh, good shot from Salah. But Mizuno should be more available in Asia. Mizuno has good options for wide feet. If you get the traditional Mizuno Morelia, that's a great boot for wide feet. Tiempo Legend 10 is decent for wide feet. It's a good one. Yeah, that was a good chance from Liverpool. I like to see Salah getting a little more involved. Good from Soboslai. Ooh, Trent just lost out. Garnacho is a little bit weak on the ball. Salah just took it off him, and he was the ref called a foul. Salah's pissed. I mean, I don't know which brands are more common in Asia. Like, do you just have Nike and Adidas? Are there other companies that are bigger there? I've heard Asics can be decent for wider feet as well. I don't know if they're more available in Asia. Yeah, the Mizuno Neo 3 is great boot. For me, I find most Puma boots to run a little bit narrow. The only one that I think has a decent amount of stretch to it is the Puma Future. Because the upper is so elastic and stretchy that it can accommodate more foot shapes. Ooh, good attack from Liverpool here. Nunez slowed it down though. Yeah, Nunez, they had so much momentum, but it just got sting taken out of it. Liverpool want to get something before the end of this half. They're pressing a lot more aggressively. They want something. I like the purple boots that Salah's wearing. He's got, I think he's got his own special edition of the X Crazy Fast. They look sick though. Just 2 minutes of stoppage here. Well, if I had to pick the best Man United team of all time, which would it be? You would choose the 98-99 team or the 07-08 or the 02-03. It's I didn't see enough of that 98 99 teams. I'd probably go a little bit later, maybe 07-08. I think I'd have to choose a team that had Ronaldo because he was the devil. He was so good. That Man United team with Ronaldo and the AIG sponsor with the long sleeves. Oh my god, he was so good. Yeah, probably the team with I'm thinking Cristiano Ronaldo, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes. Um, that was probably one of the strongest United teams I've seen with Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, Patrice Evra. So strong. Have you bought anything from Unisport? Yes, I have. I've bought several AG football boots from Unisport, like my Tiempo Legend 9 artificial grass boots I got from Unisport. Endo's picking up a yellow here for something. I mean, Amrabat dives into that challenge, so it's I don't know if Endo clearly didn't mean to hurt him. Looks like he's back up now. Luke Shaw and Diego Dallo lining up for what's probably going to be the last kick of the half. Yeah, that 07-08 team, if I'm correct, did they not win? They won the Champions League against Chelsea with a John Terry penalty slip, right? Yeah, I remember I watched that game live. It was devastating. But no, that United team was amazing. Ferguson was just such a good you could pick out a few different teams under Ferguson. He was such a good manager. He was so strong. That's it, 0-0. What did you guys think of the first half? I thought it was okay, a little bit uneventful. I think there's fewer chances in that half than a lot of people would have expected. Let's see what some of the other results from today. So Villa beat Brentford 2-1. Villa has been on insane form. Absolutely crazy. West Ham won 3-0. Mohamed Kudus a brace. Lucas Paqueta with 3 assists. I wonder who had him in fantasy. Favorite World Cup? '98, that would have been France, right? Ooh, yeah, that would have been France, then Brazil got 2002, and Italy 2006. Um, well, I support England in World Cups. It's my, family is from England, so, honestly, I think I have good memories of the 2006 World Cup. That was when Ronaldo Nazario was still doing really well, and he was so fun to watch. Um, but the 2018 was fun 'cause, it was the first time I'd ever seen England get that far in my lifetime, going all the way up against, Croatia in the semis. That was a really fun one to watch, for me at least personally, 'cause it's fun to see the team you support actually, have make a serious run. I need to put up my little halftime sticky. Let's see. Do you remember the Salah shoulder? Uh, I do remember that Liverpool Madrid Champions League final. Yeah, that was tough. Um, I mean, what else can you say? Ramos is a dirty player. Did he get red carded or yellow carded for that? Yeah, it might have been just a yellow. I'm trying to remember. Beckham got the red in '98 against Argentina. Yeah, he just got the yellow. I mean, Ramos has done worse, if I'm being honest. Beckham got the red in '98 against Argentina. They had one of the strongest lineups that year, one of their best chances to win it. Historically, England have had so many strong teams, but they've never looked like in the early 2000s. I never thought they looked better than other international teams. They never looked better than Brazil. Never looked better than France. Never looked better than Germany. Um, I think Frank Lampard and Rio Ferdinand and maybe Steven Gerrard as well had a good conversation about that because they were all just talking. This is after they retired, just maybe a couple years ago. But remember how good some of those players were. You had John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes. Um, but they were very competitive against each other. Keep in mind, all of those players, they played in the Premier League at the same time for different clubs. So you had Frank Lampard on Chelsea, Steven Gerrard at Liverpool, Paul Scholes at United, Beckham at United, and then eventually Real Madrid. So they were all on different teams, and they weren't friends. They they kind of I mean, I wouldn't say that they hated each other, but they were very, very competitive against each other in the Premier League. And keep in mind, the Premier League, that's what they did week in, week out, and they were gunning for titles against each other. So they talked about how there wasn't a lot of camaraderie in those early 2000s England teams because those players, I mean, they were fighting each other, outside of international maybe. So I think that was part of the problem. They never really had that chemistry. Michael Owen did play very well before we lost him. Di Maria, um, great player. I mean, the longevity of his career has been amazing. Yeah, most of the star-studded teams don't perform because of egos, lack of yeah, um, it can vary. I think you can have good chemistry even with a team of stars. It just depends, like, what kind of personalities are on the team, you know? Okay. I will be back in one moment. Here, actually, this is a better idea. There you go. Perfect. Okay. We're back. We are about to start. All right, here we go. Second half. I apologize for the rustling. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Are we going to get a goal this second half? What do we think? Will this game finally come to life? So I desperately needed chocolate because I can't do anything without candy. Ooh, Trent. Oh, Trent just had a beautiful run through. Oh, yeah. I love it when players do that at home, when players like pump up the crowd. Beautiful. I love that. Like, get the crowd involved. Pump it up. Liverpool came out pretty strong at the start of the first half. And it looks like they might try and do the same with the second. Yeah, that's the thing. Liverpool should be undefeated right now because that game against Spurs was junk. That was crap. That the Luis Diaz disallowed goal. If I wear these glasses, will you guys be able to see the game? Look at that. Free content. Combined age of Rafael Varane and Johnny Evans is 66. And Johnny Evans takes up like 40 of those years. Sorry, Johnny. Good ball in by Nunes. It's funny, like Darwin hitting crosses in, he should be in the middle. He should be heading the crosses in. Ooh, Good cross by Salah, but it was collected by Onana. How far do I think Spurs will go this season? Postecoglou seems like a good manager. Um, I mean, Spurs are going to make European football for sure. I think the question is whether they'll get Champions League or Europa League. But I see them finishing top five. I think top five is definitely easily in their reach. I just saw someone say on Reddit that Arsenal is going to win the league. They were watching this Liverpool United game and they're like, "Oof, I don't think Liverpool is good enough to win the league. I think it's going to be Arsenal." But I don't know. I mean, Arsenal struggled to pick up points against Luton Town, so they haven't been that consistent either. Arsenal struggled against Chelsea, and Chelsea are 10th. Um, but I still think that Arsenal, City, and Liverpool are the main three horses in the race for sure. But they've all shown weaknesses. Like City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, they've all shown their weaknesses. But as I said before, only one team should technically be undefeated, and that's Liverpool. When does De Bruyne come back? Does anybody know? Because if De Bruyne comes back for City at the beginning of 2024, that changes things. That changes things a lot. Because De Bruyne is like the best player in the league. So I mean, he. If you talk about a player that can make a difference, he's one of them. Ooh. Diego Dallo with 3 step overs and then a pass to Allison. Ooh, Garnacho and Trent 1v1. Going to be out for a United throw. Crazy to see United, Chelsea, and Arsenal be a shadow of their former self. Yeah, I mean, it is. Ooh, Luis Diaz going to get past. But at the same time, it's a consequence of being great, right? Like one consequence of being a great team is that at some point you'll fall and you'll not be as good. Um, and that's normal. No team is going to be great forever. But that's also part of I think what makes football great. If there was one team winning the league every year for a 20-year period, it would be crazy. If someone told you 15 years ago that United would turn into the team it is today, you wouldn't believe. Yeah, of all the teams you just talked about, like Chelsea, Arsenal, United had the biggest fall from grace for sure. Oh, great ball to Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho just couldn't get off the shot. Um, you Manchester United used to be a terrifying team to play. Like if you watch the Premier League in like early 2000s, basically anytime from early 2000s up to 2010, it was terrifying to go to Old Trafford to play Manchester United. They were that good. They were just an elite team. Now it's just oh god, it's not the same. Real Madrid, the only exception. Eh, I mean, La Liga, in all seriousness, was a two-team league for a long time. It was just alternating between, Barca and Real Madrid. Towards the mid-2010s, Atleti was getting involved. Atletico Madrid, you could say it's normally a three-horse race, and then this season, Girona doing really well in La Liga right now too? So, Madrid hasn't always had that much competition, but yeah, they've been a dynasty, and they still are. Madrid has done well with managers. Madrid has always had great managers. Like, they have Ancelotti right now, legend. Um, they've got, when they had Zidane, he got 3 Champions Leagues back to back. They had Mourinho at one point, he was great. They've always had a really great manager, and that's important. Um, why is channel name Upper 90? Yeah, I don't know if people say Upper 90 in other countries, but Upper 90 is like, when you shoot the ball, in the top corner of the goal, people call that an Upper 90. It's like a 90-degree angle. I enjoyed watching Chelsea during the Mourinho era, especially the same here, brother. Oof. I still think, I mean, it's a contentious topic, but I think the 04-05 Mourinho Chelsea is maybe one of the best Premier League teams of all time. You know, that team, that Chelsea team, 04-05, conceded 15 goals over the course of the season. That's insane. I mean, people talk about Arsenal's invincibles a lot, and that's crazy. That's crazy as well. But I mean, 15 goals over the course of a season, that's less than half a goal a game. That's an insane defensive record. And I don't think it'll be beaten anytime soon, potentially ever. Ooh, Szoboszlai went down in the box. They're looking for it. Yeah, there wasn't enough in that. Looks like Gravenberch is struggling right now. He's gonna need a substitution. They got Cody Gakpo warming up. Didn't see the injury that Gravenberch picked up. but I don't think it doesn't look like he's gonna be continuing. McAllister is a tough loss due to injury for Liverpool. It's crazy that Thiago hasn't played once this whole season. The commentators just clarified that. He's been out with a hip injury. Yep, on comes Cody Gakpo. That might change the game. He's a creator, he's a goal scorer. They're thinking about withdrawing Szoboszlai as well. Yep, Joe Gomez coming on. Interesting substitution there. Oh, I do have an Instagram account actually. I just created it really recently. So it's still growing. I have an Instagram and a TikTok. It's bigger. They basically have the same, essentially the same content. But yeah, the Instagram. Let me make sure I get the right, exactly correct handle here. So it's upper.90.football. I'll put it in the chat here. Upper.90.football. Yeah, there you go. That should be it. If you were to make changes to Man United team, where do you think they need it? Oh my gosh, everywhere. Um, they need to restructure the defense first of all. I mean, I still don't know what their solidified 100% best back line is. Like that's something that should be Ten Hag's first priority. Um, but the midfield, I think it has potential. I mean, Amrabat is off to a rough start, but we know he's a good player. Mason Mount has been kind of sidelined with injury since he came on, so we still don't really know what he could offer to United. But I wish Mason Mount the best, even though I'm a Chelsea fan. I want him to do well. 'Cause I think Mount's a good player. Good ball from Trent over to Salah now. Ooh, solid shot from Salah, but it was a pretty comfortable save for Onana. I think Endo has adjusted well. I due to the injuries that Liverpool has right now, he's getting more game time than I think he normally would. But he's been doing pretty well. Ooh, Salah on the ball here, back to Trent. Yeah, I mean, saying United need consistent forwards and defenders. I mean, I think people have to know if this is going to be a long term project with Ten Hag or not, because he just finished bottom of his Champions League group. They were eliminated from the competition, and on top of that, they got fourth place, so they're not even getting Europa League. That was one of the worst performances in the Champions League I've ever seen for Manchester United. So, you know, people are calling for Ten Hag's job. So before people talk about getting new players, it's like, is Ten Hag still going to be the coach in like a month's time, 2 months time? That's the first thing they got to know for sure. Is like, are they going to stick with him or are they going to get someone new? Watching United feels like a downfall. Facts. Ooh, come on, Salah. Out to Gakpo. Oh! Tr Trent just had a beautiful shot from outside the box. I was certain that was going in. Oh, how did that stay out? Trent should have scored there. He easily could have. Ooh, Cody Gakpo with the shot, but it just didn't have any power on it. God, I really thought Trent was gonna get that. I really did. Mourinho said his greatest achievement was finishing second with United. Yeah. I remember that. Ooh, United putting together a decent attack here. Wow. Hoyland maybe with the best chance of the game so far. Did you guys see that? Hoyland had a pretty tight angle there, but he shoots it right at Allison. I think he's gotta put that lower, either low near post or low far post, like, make Allison at least try and go for a save with his feet. That could be one of the only chances United gets. I feel like Hoyland had to do better there. Had to do better. That's the like, we were talking earlier about, like, Hoyland not getting that many opportunities. There was one right there. Like, if you're a striker and you only get maybe 1 to 2 opportunities a game, you gotta capitalize. Well, Endo almost played it through for Salah, it was just intercepted the last second. Yeah, Cristiano's exit from the Prem was tough. But I don't know, maybe he shouldn't have gone to United. I mean, it was clear they were struggling when he went over. Here it is, here's Marcus Rashford warming up. We knew we were gonna see him at some point. Oh, great ball by Salah. United trying to play out here. Antony trying to move on the counter attack. Great defending by Van Dijk. Wow. This is end-to-end stuff now. This is becoming a great game. Oh, great shot from Salah, parried out by Onana. Game is definitely opening up. Ball out for Antony here. He's just gonna keep it in. McTominay with the ambitious shot from outside the box. See, if that was against Chelsea, it would have gone in. I know it. It would have made no sense, but it would have went in. Garnacho is gonna be going off. Hasn't made too much noise in the second half, to be honest. I think that's the right choice because Anthony's actually had a few good plays. So Marcus Rashford coming on. I am not playing for any competitive club at the moment. I was at the end of 2022, but not currently. Best striker Chelsea has ever had. Drogba. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that's a uh, pretty easy decision. Definitely Didier. Such a Drogba was so fun to watch. Strong, fast, but technical. He was so technical. Great first touch, great shot, great finesse. Timmy Cast with it now. Now Luis Diaz. Ball with Endo now. Could be 0-0. Only about 20 minutes left in the match now. It could be going towards 0-0. Drogba, Van Nistelrooy, Henry. Yeah, great. All great strikers. That being said, um, Suarez may be one of my favorites to watch as well. It came a little bit later. Decent ball over the top to Darwin. Pushing the back. He wants it. Frank Lampard. What about him? The Liverpool fans will feel like they need something from this game. Pepsi or Colanda? I don't drink soda. I can't answer. I don't drink soda, and neither should you. I'm just kidding. You can drink what you want. Yeah, I agree. Some players, they're so good that even if they don't play for your team that you support, you have to watch them play. Luke Shaw charging forward. Salah chasing down Onana here. Oh, here's Nunez. Liverpool could have gotten a goal there. That was sloppy. Luis Diaz down here. Looks like the ball's gonna be out for a corner. Wonder if they're gonna check that for a potential penalty. I don't think so. Ball's bouncing in United's box here. Endo with a great shot, deflected though. Luis Diaz now. Ooh, Konate with the spin move and shot. I love it when center backs score, especially when they score like technical goals. Like, oof, decent strike. He had power behind it, but it was just straight at Onana in the end. Solid play though. This has been the story of the match so far. Liverpool applying constant pressure, but United doing just enough defensively. Ooh, great turn from Diaz. Harvey Elliott's gonna see some game time for Liverpool. Wearing my favorite Takela V4 Pro Rose from New Balance. Curtis Jones also coming on. Looks like it's going to be Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez that are making way. Ooh, good header from Van Dijk, just not enough on it. Ooh, Antony's got a good attack going here. He's into the box. United really took this thing out of their own attack there. How did they not get a shot off in that entire succession of play? My goodness. That really fizzed out. Antony did pretty well on the right flank, but after he crossed it in, there was just no one there. The ball was a little bit behind Mano as well. Ooh, decent shot from Elliott. It got deflected. It made it kind of tough for Onana there. Antony's looked good today. I think he's on an upward trajectory for United. He's had good work rate. Gakpo on the ball for Liverpool here. Ooh, Joe Gomez with a belting shot, but it got blocked. Ooh, just over 10 minutes left now. Looks like Palestri's going to be coming on for United. Surprising, they're taking Mano off here. Manu has done well. Palestri's coming on. Anthony's making way. Manu's making way. Mabry's coming on as well. So Mabry and Palistri are on for United, just to try and make something happen in the last 10 minutes. Do you guys see the shin pad for Brighton's right back? My goodness. Look at that. Look at the size of this shin pad. Are you kidding me? Is this regulation? That's wild. That should not be allowed. Liverpool attacking here with Gakpo. Had a lot of long shots deflected today. As a neutral, I do hate when that happens. Might as well use a penny as a shin pad. Do you see that? Yeah, that was insane. That can't be allowed to use a shin pad that's like this big. I know Grealish uses small shin pads, but that was like insane. United will feel hard done by if they concede at this point in the game because defensively they've been pretty decent. Simicast swinging it in. Handball, maybe. Shouts for handball. Potential offsides. Referee is going to be looking for a handball against United here. Did you guys see that? Anyone get a good view? It's unintentional. And the arm is in a natural position. I don't think they're going to give it, but it's hard to say. Is Anthony Taylor the fourth official today? That guy gives me gray hair, man. Salah on the ball here. Salah said, "Let me go myself." Ooh, Why is Joe Gomez playing so high up the field? I think it wasn't called as a penalty because the ball bounced off his chest first, which is legal, and his hand was in a natural position. Like his hand wasn't up, it was down here. So that's why I think they didn't call it. I think that was fair. That would have been a very harsh penalty call if they gave that as a handball. Very harsh. Pretty late tackle from Luke Shaw. That's and tempers have risen. Might need to see a replay of that. See that one more time. Yep, he got the man, not the ball. Studs were up as well, but I mean it was a low challenge, so it wasn't going to be a red. Liverpool has maybe 5 minutes, including added time, to get something out of this. Not a great ball from Trent. Ooh, good ball into Rashford, but collected by Allison. Trent running up now. Good ball from Trent. Ooh, no, just a little too high. Too much on it. Yeah, United have to be thrilled with a coming away from Anfield with a point, especially considering Liverpool's form and considering their recent results against Liverpool. 7-0. Ooh, Trent collecting on the right side. Why is Joe Gomez playing so high up the field? This man is hilarious. Liverpool are going to get a free kick. Liverpool going to get a free kick about 35, 40 yards out on the right side. Trent's going to whip this one in. Van Dijk is in the box to try and win the header. Punched out by Onana. Ball still bouncing around. Tsimikas caught pretty badly by Rashford. I think Trent's going to get another chance to send this into the box, and he'll be even closer this time. Ooh, that's a crunchy challenge from Rashford. I mean, Luke Shaw just got a yellow for the same challenge, so you would think a yellow should be fair. This is pretty good range for Trent. It's just going to depend if anyone can get on it. Here it comes. Cody Gakpo over the bar with the header. Had to do better there. A little bit high for him to direct that on target. 3 minutes left in the match, into the 92nd minute. 5 total minutes of stoppage time. Mercurial or Crazy Fast .1, both good boots. I think I actually slightly prefer the Crazy Fast, but it's close. I would take the Crazy Fast Plus over both of them. Rashford here for United. Rashford again. Fired in, cleared by Liverpool. Here's Salah. Just outran by Dallo. Dallo's going to walk here. Second yellow for a red. Complaining. I think it was a dissent. I think he was just complaining to the ref. No, sorry, 2 yellows together within the space of a few seconds. Was it just for complaining? It looks like. Yeah, Dallo's walking down the tunnel. It seemed a little bit harsh to get a red for that. He just had like two complaints about the throw in sent off. But that looks like it's going to be it. Maybe 30 seconds or less left in the game. Gone beyond the 5 minutes of stoppage time here. Oof. Michael Oliver gotta be blowing the whistle soon. Liverpool trying to get a last attack, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. There it is. 0-0. I don't think a lot of people were expecting that. I think United will be happy, Liverpool will be a little bit upset. I think that's ultimately a fair result, though. 0-0. Neither team really, I think, did quite enough to take the game. Alright, thank you everyone for joining and watching the live stream, and I will hopefully catch you at the next one sometime soon. Alright, everyone, have a good rest of the weekend.